लोगों का काम है कहना, लोग बोलते रहते हैं, let them say what they want, but you should not let that affect you in any way. I mean, mentally bullied and emotionally bullied, as in terms because of their skin color. You know, a lot of people have said that, madam, I've been called, a lot of people are bullying me by calling me black. They've been, they're teasing me because of my skin color. I said, so what? I mean, you're beautiful. All, everybody, including my parents, they kept asking, what is the story? What is going to be season 2? So we had to obviously say, we can't say it out aloud. Late vandalu, latest varno. Meaning, even if it is releasing late, even if it is coming late, it has to be the latest.
Hello everyone, my name is Rudvani and welcome to Speak Easy. I hope you all are safe, you're in your house, you're taking all precautions, and I hope your family and friends are safe as well. Today I'll be chatting with an actor who clearly knows that acting does not require any boundaries. I'm talking about the very talented Priyamini who has broken boundaries, languages, art at the end is just art. Thank you so much for joining in. How have you been?
Tough times, but we're pulling through.
Congratulations on Family Man 2.
Thank you.
What a brilliant show. I don't care if I'm being very biased here because I've been a fan of the franchise, but indeed, what brilliant writing and performances.
Yes, I agree. Thank you.
I feel like very few franchises or very few second seasons actually live up to the expectations of the first season.
Mm-hmm.
You always go in thinking that how do you better that?
Yes.
But I think Family Man managed to only make it even better or make it even more interesting. And I think that's the challenge that a lot of shows have not been able to hold up.
Yes.
Did you, when you were working on it, I'm sure you all had so much of, discussions or a lot of discussions about the fact that, we have an entire fandom who literally is asking us every time, where's the second season? That does put in a lot of expectations on the second season, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I think more so, I think I could be wrong also, but I think it put a lot more pressure to Raj sir, DK sir and Suman for making it a little more, I mean, obviously they had to make it better because the thing is we started shooting season 2 much before season 1 released. Just about when it was releasing, we already started shooting season 2 and we did not know that season 1 would, really do this well. And, a lot of, I mean, the entire nation is actually talking about season 1 and everybody were, we were pleasantly surprised that, everybody, by the messages that we got, everybody was saying what a phenomenal series it is. And Manoj sir, as usual, I mean, no words to describe how beautifully he's portrayed the character. A lot of people also complimented me on, the acting and, character of Suchi. The kids also, JK, everybody. So the entire nation started talking about Family Man. Wherever you go, I mean, people started recognizing even without, even in the South also, a lot of people, I mean, I must say, I think Family Man is one series where, it's not necessary that a lot of people should like such a series, but South, it's just taken the South by storm. Everybody from all the 4 states have loved the series. I have gotten a lot more fan following from the North. So it's great. And yes, when we started season 2 also, there was some pressure on us to, as actors, to make it a little more convincing, to make it look more real, to make it look better, bigger. But I think all kudos to Raj sir, DK sir and Suman for writing the series so beautifully and keeping up. And, they've kept up the pace of the series. If not, they've just added the pace and everybody was literally like at the edge of the seats when the series was released. And with as in terms of the action and the emotional turmoil, what the characters go through and everything. So yeah, there was some pressure on all of us, but I think more so on the 3 of them to make it, and 4, including Supan, for, so that the series looks better, bigger.
I had a chat with Manoj during the time.
Yeah.
And we were discussing about how much people wanted to know why it's not releasing at a certain time. Of course, the pandemic happened and there are so many changes happening out there. And he very rightfully and with, I like he said, it's my baby and I'm going to defend it. And and the way he actually shut down people on social media and just saying, dude, there were also speculations about, whether the show is going to change its writing because of the new rules that are coming by the government. Are you succumbing? Are you bowing down? taking away free speech and all of that. People are really skeptical about the fact that, OTT is a medium where you can say everything and, you can be the voice of change through your work and all of that.
Yes, yes.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that sort of, atmosphere when the show was coming out, and how you all felt like, just wait for the show?
Yeah, definitely. Because see, right from once season 1 was released, very rightly put, I think before, initially they'd announced, I mean, obviously because of the pandemic, we had to push the release. And then they had announced that, it's going to release in February, and everybody were looking forward to it. And we also were eagerly looking forward, as were our friends who've seen it, right from the industry and outside. So somewhere down the line, we felt answerable to the audience as to, when it's going to release, will it release, won't it release? So see, in a way, we were pressurized by the audience to give an answer, but in a way, we also had to defend it, rightly said by Manoj sir, because it is our baby and we have to protect it at any cost. And with all, everybody, including my parents, they kept asking, what is the story? What is going to be season 2? So we had to obviously say, we can't say it out aloud, because we're part of, some way we also felt like, we're working for task, this is our task, we're not supposed to tell it to our family, like what the whole story is about, but we just gave an outline sort of a thing. But yes, somewhere down the line, we also felt the pressure from the people saying, when is it going to release? Why isn't it releasing? And when is it going to release? So whatever post or whatever thing I put on social media, the first question before it was released, obviously the first question what everybody asked was, when is it releasing? We want the series to release, as if, they were saying like, as if, this thing belongs to me and I'm the director and I'm going to release it, or I'm the producer and I have, held it back without releasing it. So that shows how much, people have gotten themselves so involved with the story that, they wanted it to release as fast as possible. So yeah, I think, as you said, we have to also we are also responsible for, making the story as reliable and as convincing as possible. So yes, somewhere down the line, we also feel overprotective that this is our baby, and we have to do everything we can to see to it that it comes out on a whole, and people just, when it comes out, it has to come out. Because see, that's what, there is a saying in Tamil. I'll say it in English, but first I'll say it in Tamil, but then I'll translate that in English, where it says, Late vandalu latest varno. Meaning,
Leta
vandalu latest varno. Meaning, even if it is releasing late, even if it is coming late, it has to be the latest. As in, it has to be in the news, it has to be new, it has to be like, the thing. Yeah. I think they have followed that saying and they have released it right on time, where everybody is, they're free, not free per se, but everybody, because of the pandemic, all of us are in our houses and, we're watching it 24/7 whenever we want to, at the comfort of our own houses. So yeah.
You have always sort of carved your own path, right, in an industry which has been, and this is not about only South or not at all. I think the industry has shown a progression in from the sexism to the entire journey of actors and how the roles are going to be there. You've been from there to a time where today the distribution probably is better when it comes to role, when it comes to men and women. What have been your observations and what have been your journey? Like, did you go through to get roles like this today?
Yeah. See, it's been almost 19-20 years that I've been in the industry. I started my career in 2002. So right from 2002 to now, if you see 2021, it's like a big journey. It's a huge journey. And what the industry was and what the industry is completely different right now. You name it, I have undergone everything. I had to, obviously I have dressed in like modern clothes, I have worn short clothes, but somewhere down the line, I did feel that, I missed the realism what was there, because I've always maintained this, that earlier, I mean, not right now, that Malayalam industry always, had that sense of realism, even in, as in terms of portrayal of the character, as in if you're going to a college, you dress properly, you dress appropriately as, as how a college student would probably dress in real life. Whereas you cut to a Tamil industry or a Telugu industry or a Kannada industry, you just wear like crop tops and, shorts to a college you would be like, who would wear such a thing to go to college and things like that. So from that stage, I mean, this is my personal thinking. I'm not talking about, and now it's completely changed. Okay. The thinking, everything is completely changed. I'm saying at that point of time. So from then, from there to, other characters in the film who, literally speak a little loud because they think that the audience thought that a comedy track, meaning the actor should speak loudly or express loudly, kind of a thing. So from there till here, doing dance numbers, going to Switzerland, going to Austria, going to, you name the country. I think half the countries I've already been to because of shoot. Right from waking up at 3 in the morning, which still I do sometimes if need be, and shooting till overnight. All that, been there, done that, I'm continuing that again even now. So I've been there, I've done that, but I'm enjoying my stint in the industry. I think after marriage I've become a lot busier, as in terms of doing more and more projects, doing more and more, doing web series like this on OTT platforms, and doing a lot more films. But then I can say right now, the dancing around trees and going to Switzerland is not happening. But apart from that, everything else is pretty much the same.
How do you handle the really disgusting trolling that actors still get? And what have you been called? How you dealt with it? And how do you, suggest people who are still trying to make their mind as to what they should do with that?
See, that's just one question which even I want an answer to, as to what people think, how they think, and what, the comments that they make. I try to be politely rude to them. I won't say it's entirely rude, but we can't also be very rude, because they're the ones, audience are the ones who make and break us. But I do believe that somewhere down the line, they need to be put in their place when needed. So yeah, as in half the time, all I do is I ignore or I block such comments. But when I really feel that I need to give it back to them, I give it back to them in my own way, be it with, as in terms of the skin color, or in terms of body shaming. I have not been body shamed that much, but I have been told a lot about my skin color and things like that. Especially when pictures come out, a lot of these people say, oh, your face is white, but your body is black. Is it an editing problem, or is it, are you like that? For this one, they actually say, oh, you're looking so white. I said, look, listen, stop doing that. It's not fair. Because there are a lot of people who, see, as actors, we can take it in one ear and leave it out the other. It may not affect us as much as it might affect a normal person, because I have been getting a lot of messages from a lot of people, especially girls, saying that they have been bullied. And by bully, I don't mean like physically bullied. I mean mentally bullied and emotionally bullied, as in terms because of their skin color. A lot of people have said that, madam, I've been called, a lot of people are bullying me by calling me black. They've been, they're teasing me because of my skin color. I said, so what? You're beautiful. First, you should have the confidence that you're beautiful. You should accept the fact that you are beautiful despite your skin color. Once you are confident and you are happy with who you are, I think that is a half battle won. Don't worry about what people say. I know it might mentally, it might affect you, but you should not let it touch you. You should not let it affect you in that way that, you would be, I don't want to use the word depressed, but you should not feel let down just because somebody is, commenting on your body. However, you might be a big built woman, you might be a small built woman. You should be happy, you should be confident in who you are and basically how you carry yourself at the end of the day. If you do that, that's a half battle won. They are probably doing that because they are jealous of you. They envy you, and they might not be as beautiful as you are, despite your skin color, or despite your body, how your body is shaped or is framed. So I always say that, and I still maintain that you should be confident in how you carry yourself, be it even if you're a big framed woman or a small framed woman. It doesn't matter. You should be confident in who you are, how you carry yourself. लोगों का काम है कहना, लोग बोलते रहते हैं. Let them say what they want, but you should not let that affect you in any way.
And on that note, I think her graph is beautiful because she's a woman and she knows what she wants. I think a lot of our characters don't even show what the woman wants because she's supposed to be silent, bystander to it. Is that an interesting aspect? And we're going to end on that note.
Definitely, I think definitely it's a very important aspect. And as you said, it's all because of the writing. And rightly, as the show says, it's called The Family Man. So there should be something with the family as well, which they have obviously portrayed right from season 1. And it has just gone up in season 2. Let's wait for season 3 and see how the family portion of it goes.
I'm not going to ask you the cliffhanger question, which everybody wants to ask. What is Suchi asking him? But thank you so much to the
team. Thank you.
All the very best. I'm super proud of who you are and your work. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.